Welcome back to the channel. Today we have another video for you guys. I'm going to be showing you guys the trade that I took where I made $7,000 in profit. I'm going to give you a bit of a breakdown and you'll be able to watch the full replay as well. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Now, real quick before we start, please make sure to like and share and comment on this video. Also subscribe. Helps out with the algorithm. I'm a small creator, so you already know. Mans are fighting to climb up the ranks. But with that being said, let me show you guys what I was looking at with this trade. All right, so right off the back, I'm not gonna obviously let you guys watch the whole thing in full speed, but I did want you guys to see a bit of a replay. And you guys are gonna kind of see how these trades play out. Now, keep in mind that this trade took about an hour for it to fully come to fruition. But when you think about it, if you can make $7,000 in an hour, that's pretty cool, right? So anyways, I'm gonna let you guys watch this. I'll give you guys a bit of my thought process as the trade was going on. Now, right here, I was, you know how it is as traders, right? Your trade starts to move in your direction, especially after scaring you by going down a little bit. You start getting happy. You start thinking that, the price is gonna continue to go up, everything's gonna look great. And then it starts doing things like that again, where it starts pushing down. Now, here's what I want to stress and emphasize on this particular trade. A lot of trades, guys, when you play them back, they look easy. They look like, oh yeah, I knew it was going up, I just had to hold. But it's not really like that in reality. In reality, there are so many moments where there's a lot of signals because we're overstimulated by the market, right? There's a lot of candlesticks and movements and things like that that cause us to feel like we should close our trades or move our stops to break even or make some form of an adjustment that later on, when you look back in hindsight, you realize you were just panicking. Because when you watch this back, the way that is playing out, you're like, oh, you don't really have a reason to get out the trade. But in reality, this took a long time. Now, I trade with the VIP members and, we were sitting through these trades. We had 3 trades running. This was one of them. And I was trading this particular trade on 3 different accounts. And so it's not very easy to manage that amount of, I don't know how to put it, I guess pressure, stress, right? With things like this, because like if I lose this trade, it's not just one account, there's 3 accounts that I'm gonna lose this amount on. In this particular case, as you can see, I'm making about 7,000 on a 100k account. So therefore, if I'm making 7k and this is a 1 to 2, I'm risking about what, 3,500, right? Which is 3.5%. So it's quite large. So it's, you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, if it doesn't work out, it's all good. It's like there's pressure behind it. And what I've realized over the course of this year, and this is the last trade of the year for me, what I realized over the course of this year is there's 2 things that are really important. Number 1, you have to commit to your setups and your trades. When you take a trade, don't touch it. I've been preaching this since the beginning of my channel. Don't touch the trade. Just let it play out and do what it needs to do. That's it. And then the other thing as well that you need to do is you need to also have confidence, right, in your strategy and your setup. You know what you did, the power, the force, the probability of it. Have full confidence. When you take a trade, your job as a trader is to press buy or sell. After that, the market will take care of itself. So as you can see here, we finally hit TP. So let me go ahead and show you guys a quick breakdown. All right, so I'm going to show you guys now what I was looking at when it came time for me to trade, essentially, right? So we have here the 15-minute chart. You can see I marked up this zone. We were coming from a pretty strong downtrend of making, lower highs and lower lows. But I did start to see that price was moving a little differently at this point. And I started to look at this and realize that we might actually be reversing to the upside. Now, here's the thing. Even though we're in a downtrend and should be looking for sells, because I'm trading on the 1 minute, I don't actually need the whole move. I just need a piece of the pie, right? I don't need price to reverse all the way on a higher time frame. A little retracement might do. And so I went down to the 1 minute and I essentially waited for price to get to my area of interest. And this is the candle that convinced me to get in. As soon as price entered into this area, I was basically into the trade. Now, I actually got in a little bit earlier. It was somewhere around here, I believe, actually. And as you guys recall, price went down a little bit, up a little bit, back and forth. And essentially, and eventually, we ended up making it all the way to the upside, okay? Now, again, this is a quick breakdown, nothing too crazy. I know you're probably expecting some sort of detailed breakdown of like, I saw a liquidity gap, and I saw there was this here, and then after price broke this area, and then you guys, my trading is super simple. If you watch all my videos, you hear me say it over and over again. Trading comes down to 3 things for me. market direction, which is trend, market structure, which is price action, and then a point of interest. And once I get to my point of interest, i.e., or an example right here, then I would probably look for some sort of entry signal. That could be a pattern, that could be a candlestick, it could be anything. And that's how I trade. And the only thing I do that I guess makes me consistent is I don't touch my trades. Once my trade starts moving, that's it. I let it either hit stop loss or take profit. And some people watch me trade and go, oh my gosh, you should have moved your stops to break even, but I would never be where I am if I did. So that's basically it for this video. Hope it helps. If you guys want a more in-depth, tutorial, or you guys want to know how I trade, because this is one, off of a different strategy that I'm using now, which is not to the public, and two, there's a lot more moving parts to this. If you guys want any assistance with this, I do offer one-on-one calls or a membership. Okay, I'm not promising to make you profitable. I'm not promising that you're going to be rich. What my offer is that if you are looking for somebody to give you some pointers or just a group to trade with and see if you can develop yourself as a trader, then I might be your guy. All right, with that being said, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I love you beautiful people. Love and safety. Catch you on the next one.